Hello from Ecuador. I am sitting here with my kids today and we are talking about all of the different animals we've seen while we've been in the Amazon jungle.
In the Amazon, we've seen some toucans, the smaller ones, like little ones eating bears.
Do you hear a lot of birds too?
Oh, yeah, tons. And we've heard some woodpeckers.
With the red heads, huh?
And they're pretty cool. One time, in the middle of the night, our dad woke us up. We went outside, and there was a porcupine. And it was just a little porcupine with a lot more white than you would think. And it was just walking around next to our house. And we found this picture of a porcupine to sort of show it. Lots of white, and it looks pretty cute. So, one time we were driving back to the house in a taxi, and on the road we saw something move, and it was an armadillo that we saw. This was almost to the grass, and then it jumped out like a cat. Jumped into the grass like a cat.
So this snake here, it's called a rainbow boa, and we've seen it a lot of times, and it's probably eaten our chickens 6 times.
Every time we buy baby chicks?
Pretty much. Whoa. So they would get into the pen through the holes like this big, and then they would eat a chick, and then the chick is like this big, so they couldn't get out.
Then we find them the next
Yeah,
morning.
then we find them, and then we put them in a bag and relocate them.
So we see lots of birds around here, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see these birds or different birds?
You see some of these. I've seen Billy. They be fun and pretty.
In the Amazon, there's this wild pig-looking thing. They usually travel in big groups, but I've never seen any of them. But our neighbors found 2 baby ones, and they've been taking care of them. And every once in a while, we'll be walking by their house, and then 2 wild peccaries will just be running around with their dogs.
So we've had some of these in our house. It's not this exact one, but it's the closest picture we could find to it.
A type of coral snake in your house?
Yeah.
How big was it?
It was this long, probably.
What did you do?
We swept it outside.
Lots of times you be bit sight, and some of them be bitten more. One time my dad was working and he found a turtle and he called us to look at it, and that is the same kind of turtle, and it has yellow spots and eats fruit.
This is a legless lizard that we've seen a couple of times, and it eats giant worms.
It looks like a snake. It's not a snake?
No.
So, I like to make stuff, but sometimes when I'm out making stuff, I'll hear a rustle in the leaves, and I've seen lizards like this climb around in the trees, then they'll open this little flap, and it's pretty cool, and sometimes it's orange, sometimes it's yellow. I've only ever seen the orange, but little lizards about that long, and they're pretty cool.